YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tina and I make videos on lifestyle, home, and DIY projects every single week. Today is a really exciting day because we're working on a project in a room that I haven't touched yet, and that room is our main bathroom. We have this huge vanity in there that definitely needs an upgrade. It is worn down, the knobs are kind of coming off of it, and it definitely has seen some better days, so I have some big plans to make it over in this video. I'll be trying out some new techniques and also share with you guys some budget-friendly options to do a makeover like this. I also want to thank Ritual for sponsoring today's video. I will talk a little bit more about them later. And before I bring you over to the bathroom and show you guys what it looks like, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Welcome to our humble bathroom. If you watched the updated house tour, you would have seen that we didn't really make any changes to the space at all. But that is going to change today because we're going to give this a whole makeover. So if you could see right now, it is a black vanity with lots and lots of wear and tear. I didn't even notice this till recently, but this whole top part has come off. We're just left with this little sliver of paint on here still, which I could probably just rip off like that. And you can just see all over that it has chipped off quite a bit. I believe the inside is MDF and on top is just some type of veneer. So I want to make this look as good as I possibly can. And what's also started to happen is that the holes around each of the knobs has kind of deteriorated. So you can kind of see this wobbles and it moves around all of the time. And every time I try to screw it back in, it just does not work out. So we're gonna fix that as well. And I actually don't mind the style of this vanity. I think giving it a makeover is going to be really nice. And that way we're able to save a little bit of money until we're ready to upgrade. Also, these countertops are not my favorite. They have some staining going on and you can definitely see the water staining that's happening after we use it. Some parts are lighter and then over here you can see it's kind of drying down. So I want to update that to match the new color of the vanity. And don't even get me started on these faucets. These kind of turn in whichever way and we try to fix it, but this right one is so hard to actually turn on. And we only use this one because this side is actually all messed up. This is how it looked like before we tried to fix it and move it around. But you can see these turn, I don't even know which way they turn. So you can see this one turns down and then this one turns up. So it's just not fun to use and I never know which way to turn them, so I just leave this one and then use that one only. So today we're gonna upgrade them. Well, not today, in a couple days when I'm done with the vanity. And I cannot wait because they're gonna look so much better with the new design. First things first, I'm removing everything from the vanity, but no, I will not be moving it out of place. To be honest, I just don't want to do more than I have to and deal with all of that, especially since this is a temporary fix. But if you're redoing a piece of furniture, feel free to move it around so that it's easier to work with. And with that being said, I also will not be painting the inside of the cabinets, so nobody come for me. This is a PSA to remove your drawers and clean inside. Lovely. Now it's time to sand down the entire vanity, and this step is crucial just to make sure that the paint is really going to last. Instead of using an electric sander or a sanding block, I actually use this drywall sander tool. I really like this for sanding vertical pieces. It just makes it so much more comfortable and also goes by a little bit quicker. Okay, so these doors were looking pretty gnarly, so it was time for a little spa day for them and give them a nice makeover. To fix the wobbly knobs, I just used some wood filler and then we're going to drill those in again after everything's done. And I basically did all the same prepping steps as I did for the vanity and I made sure to really sand this down. You can totally see as I was sanding it down, a lot of that paint was starting to chip off even more. And it's so crazy just looking back at this footage because I knew that these were bad, but I actually didn't realize how bad they actually were until I started working on them. And I feel like a lot of the time we forget how even simple fixes like this can really make all the difference, not only in our home aesthetically, but also how we operate in our day-to-day lives. So not only are these going to look better, but I'm just so excited not to have to deal with some janky knobs and janky handles anymore. Okay, so we're all prepped and ready to go. I'm going to do a couple coats of primer. Since this vanity is black, I feel like it's gonna take 3 coats, but we will see. And especially since we're in a bathroom, I just wanna make sure that everything sticks onto the primer. So 3 coats is probably the way to go. I'm using an all-purpose primer by Kiehl's, and this one is a great one for sealing porous materials like this MDF board. And it's gonna be a great base to make sure that our paint sticks. Paint is such a great budget-friendly option to give a makeover to any piece. This vanity is the first thing that I see in the morning when I walk into the bathroom, so even though it looked really rough, I think that the style and the bones of the vanity are still great. So giving it a facelift is going to make it feel brand new again, and instead of getting rid of it and spending more money on a new one, DIY is definitely the way to go to make it feel brand new again. For the doors and the drawers, I'm actually going to use the BIN primer. This one is a shellac primer. It's also really sticky and great for priming laminate furniture like this one. I would have used this on the entire vanity, but I just didn't have enough, so I'm just using it on the higher touch points. And just as I suspected, I did have to do 3 coats on the entire vanity, so this basically took the whole day to make sure that everything dried down in between all the coats. We're gonna take a quick pause here to talk about today's video sponsor, Ritual. I've been taking their multivitamin every day, and now I'm starting to take their new Symbiotic Plus. So here is my bottle. I love the packaging of this, and this is a 3-in-1 supplement. This is what the capsule looks like, and it contains clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and a postbiotic inside. The main benefit of taking these is to help support your gut, digestive, and immune health. So prebiotics help support growth and activity of beneficial bacteria in the gut, and the probiotics are the live microorganisms that help relieve bloating and gas, and the postbiotic provides fuel to the cells that make up the gut lining and help support gut barrier function. Taking care of your gut is so important to your immune system, and I actually have dealt with gut issues in the past, which is definitely not fun. So taking care of it with just 1 capsule per day has been so easy for me, and I can take this with or without food. And again, these do come with that mint tab so that they are essence with the mint flavoring and makes it a lot more enjoyable to take. And what I really like about Ritual and why I continue to use Ritual is that everything is made traceable, so you know exactly what you're putting into your body and where it comes from. This is a clean formula and it's vegan friendly. It's also made without GMOs, major allergens, animal products, or artificial colors. And if you want to try Ritual out for yourself, they're giving you 20% off of your first order with my code, so I'll have that linked down below. There's a lot of good info on their website, so definitely check it out. And now let's jump back into the project. Hello you guys, it is a new day, and I just realized something this morning. I totally had a brain fart yesterday. I forgot about the drawers. I was doing my makeup this morning and realized that I still had all the items in the drawers from the vanity, so I have to paint that this morning. So first I have to do that, and then I will show you guys what we get up to. You guys, this already looks so much better with just the white primer on it. It just feels so much lighter and brighter in here. I feel like the black was just visually heavy, so this has definitely opened up the space a lot more. And to paint it, I'm actually trying out this new technique that I saw from Black Sheep House. I've been wanting to do this for months, and I thought that this would be the perfect piece to do that project on. So essentially, we're going to give it a faux wood look by creating our own glaze, and all you need is some paint as well as some polyurethane. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up and show you guys how it turns out. I'm just so excited because I have high hopes and I think it's gonna look amazing. To create this glaze, I'm using a 1-to-1 ratio of the paint to the polyurethane, and I used this cup with the measurements on the side, so this was really helpful. And Shannon from Black Sheep House actually used the color Ball and Twine from Sherwin Williams, and it created the most beautiful white oak look, so that's exactly what I'm gonna use today. I gave that a really good mix and it was ready to go. So to start, I'm going to brush the paint right onto the surface, trying to make it as even as I could. And then I'm gonna go in with my little mini duster broom thing and I'm swiping it right on top of the paint. And instantly you can see the magic happening. It has now created that wood grain effect. And you actually have a little bit of working time with the glaze. So I'm going to do a few swipes back and forth until it looks right to me. I noticed the more swipes I was doing, the softer it was was looking, so it really was just a little bit of trial and error until I got it right. So here's a closer look on the first coat, and I think it looks really good. I'm very excited with how this is coming along. It might be a little bit hard to see since it's on these tiny little vertical pieces, but I'm gonna go downstairs and work on the cabinet fronts, and that way you guys can really see what this looks like. And just take a look at how amazing this came out. I seriously am so excited that this worked out as well as it did, because sometimes you see things in videos and tutorials and it doesn't work out exactly as planned in real life. So I'm happy to report back that this technique totally works. And what's really great is that you can customize this however you want. So you can totally use a different color instead of white as your base. So whatever style or wood tone that you're going for, you can totally mix and match different colors to create a beautiful, unique look. Okay, I'm sorry, but I cannot get over this. Like, look at how good these look compared to the old ones. Like, these ones are just so beat up, and then this looks so beautiful and more expensive looking. Okay, I was just showing Brian the two pieces and he was like, it looks like you just bought this one. It literally looks like you bought that one. It looks so new. I'm so impressed. I'm so happy. Okay, time to do the trickiest part, which is this bottom shelf, but good thing no one can really see under there. Once I got the hang of this, it went by pretty quickly, and after trying it out for myself, I think that anyone can do this. The key here really is all about using that rough brush to create the wood grain pattern. I feel like I didn't really do anything special, I just wiped it back and forth, and the broom really did all the work for me. This is such a great option to refinish any type of furniture, especially if it isn't solid wood like this one. It's also not as labor and time extensive, so you don't have to strip, sand, and stain, and you can still achieve any type of wood look that you want. And especially if you have a piece that has a lot of texture on it, I think this hides it really well. This to me is such a genius solution, and if you want to check out Black Sheep House's video, I will have it linked down below. And I'm just so excited to try this on like literally every piece of furniture. It's finally the last day of this project and I'm so excited to finish it up. But before we move on, I need to show you guys something really quickly that Brian surprised me with yesterday. Look at how cute these balloons are. We reached a huge milestone this week and I can't believe we were at 200,000 subscribers. It honestly just, I have no words. I started posting back up on this channel 2.5 years ago and I can't believe this is where we are at right now. It's almost actually been exactly a year since we hit 100K last year. That honestly is so crazy to think about, and I'm just so happy that there are so many people out there enjoying these videos, and I seriously just cannot thank you guys enough. So thank you for leaving all the kind comments and liking and watching every week. This is truly my dream job, so thank you for allowing me to do this. We are coming up on 9 months of being full-time content creators and it's all possible because of you, so thank you so much. And as a little thank you, I wanted to sneak in a little giveaway here. We're gonna give away 3 $100 gift cards to whatever store of your choice. Usually people pick Target, but I want to make sure that this is open internationally so everyone can enter. And all you have to do is to be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. I would love to know more of what you guys want to see on this channel, so leave that in the comments below and that way you're entered to win. All the details for the giveaway will be in the description box, so make sure you guys check that out. I'm seriously still on cloud 9 and I'll never get over this, but thank you so much. Now let's get back to the project. Look at this. Oh my god. No wonder. Wait, it's not even moving on the bottom.
I'm stuck. Ah!
Okay. Oh. Wow, now I gotta clean around that. Great.
Oh, it smells.
Okay. One out.
Oh my god.
And then this middle one, we're still trying to figure that out. Ew. Oh man, this is nasty.
So you want to be a home reno creator, eh?
Okay. Last piece. Goodbye. Okay, so everything is out, so I'm ready to cover the whole entire countertop. I'm going with something super simple and went with a marble. This is white with some gray veining, and I wanted it to be very minimal. So there's not too much contrast going on here, but I think this is gonna look a lot better than the granite that we have going on. This is actually my first time putting contact paper on a countertop, and I feel a little bit nervous, but since I took everything out, it should be a little bit easier. And here are all the tools I have. I'm using my little Cricut burnishing tools, but you can use a credit card or a squeegee or anything you'd like. And then I have scissors as well as a box cutter and X-Acto knife, so you definitely want some type of precision knife to help you out. And what I'm gonna do first is actually cut out little pieces for these corners over here. That way when we wrap over it, it'll be a little bit more seamless. Peel and stick contact paper is the way to go when you need a temporary fix. I chose to go this route because I wanted to be able to remove the contact paper and also donate the counter when we're ready to replace it. I know there are a ton of other options to give your countertop a makeover, including marble epoxy kits, but that is a permanent change and I just want to be able to revert this for the future. After trying this out now, there are a few things that I would have done differently in the future. You probably saw that I'm starting at the edge in the corner and I'm just trying my best to align it against that backsplash. But this method leaves no room for error, so I actually would recommend overlapping over the edge so that you can get a clean cut later. I also would 1000% recommend getting more contact paper than you actually need. I had just enough to cover the whole countertop, but when it came to that little backsplash in the back, I actually had to stop halfway and then overlap two edges, which isn't ideal, but it's really not that noticeable. But if I had it my way, it would have just been one seamless piece. Also, using a hairdryer is a game changer when it comes to curve edges like around the sink. It allows you to stretch the contact paper, and this worked like a charm. And the last thing I would recommend is to caulk any seams. This is just going to make it look a little bit more real and also cover up any edges. Dun, da, da, da. Here is our new marble countertops. For this being my first time, I'm not mad at it. However, if you do look really closely, there are a few blemishes. So right here, for example, there's a lot of texture because I lifted it up and it picked up some of the residue from the countertop. So you can kind of see these little bumps in here. And I didn't have enough to start over with a new piece. So I would definitely say get extra than you need so that you don't have to deal with stuff like this. Okay, and especially around these curves, I was really nervous for this, but the hairdryer worked perfectly and I think this looks really seamless. For the faucets, I have two options here. So I have a matte black option, and over here we have a brass option. I really like this because it actually is a higher quality product. That one I got on Amazon and this one I got at Lowe's. And this one was labeled as brass, but it kind of leans in between like a brass and a silver. So I kind of like that to match with the rest of the silver that's in here. And what's nice is that we can just put it in and then see how we like it. Oh, that looks really good. And then this one, okay, I like this one as well. Ah, this is so hard for me to choose. Okay, I think I made my decision. I'm gonna go with the brass ones just because they warm up the marbles so nicely. So this is our winner, and now I'm gonna install it. I just have to clean these up, which I'm not looking forward to. I've only ever installed one faucet before these ones, but this process was honestly a lot easier than it looks. It only took a few pieces and the instructions were actually easy to follow. So if you have a faucet that's outdated or it's just driving you crazy like mine was, all it took was less than half an hour to get a new one up and running. Oh my god, look! They don't move out of place anymore. This looks so nice. Okay, turning the water on. Oh my God, that's good. Okay, hot water. Oh my God, I did it. Oh my God. That scared me. This is actually a lot stronger than our old sink. Maybe because it's cleaner though also. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Okay, one more to go.
How's this the same vanity?
The magic of DIY. Also, I was mistaken. These faucets are actually labeled as a brushed bronze color, but either way, these just add a nice warmth, but it's also versatile enough to pull in all the cool tones with the marble veining and all the gray tiling throughout the bathroom. Okay, it's finally time to put everything back together and add in those final touches. Screwing all these doors in was so satisfying. These just look a million times better than what it looked like before. And when it came to the knobs, I just went for these simple black ones to add some contrast. It is almost time for the reveal, so let's take a look back at the before of this bathroom vanity. It was looking very crusty, the paint was all chipped, and it just looked a little dated. And now with the painted wood grain, the marble contact paper, and the new faucets and knobs, it has completely transformed into something gorgeous. It feels like a brand new bathroom here. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I hope this gave you some good ideas to transform a piece of furniture in your home. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And again, a huge thank you to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to check them out, click on the link in my description box. If you want to see more updates from me and see how this whole countertop holds up over time, make sure to follow me over on Instagram. I post on there every single day. And lastly, a huge thank you to you guys. I cannot believe that we reached 200,000 subscribers. And if you want to enter the giveaway, make sure to leave a comment. And that is it for me today. Stay inspired and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!